In this little video, I'd like to talk about a memory mnemonic device called the linking system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 12 words. Each word will stay on the screen for about 2 seconds or so. Write that word down. Say it to yourself if you need to. Try and remember this list. Now this is important because at the end, what I'm going to want you to do is recall, flip your list over and recall as many of these words as you possibly can. It's important that you do this so that you can see how much better you get remembering lists with just this one little bit of practice. So here goes the words. As they show up on the screen, write them down, say them to yourself. Telephone, sausage, monkey, button, book, cabbage, glass, mouse, stomach, cardboard, fairy, Christmas. Now flip your list over and try and recall how many words. Even pause this little video if you want to and recall all the words you can. I'll pause. Okay, I'm assuming you actually tried this, that you wrote down the words and then you tried to recall them right from your list without actually looking at your list. How many did you get? Most likely you didn't remember very many of the words on the list. Now we're going to try it again. Same list. So flip your list over and we'll come back to that list. You're going to use that to test yourself later on. But this time we're going to use the linking system, and I'm going to show you how to link these words together so you can actually remember this or a very long list. Let's begin again. Well, our first words were telephone and sausage. Well, how about try and link these together? How about picturing a telephone made out of a really greasy sausage? You stick it up to your face and ooey, yucky, ooey. When we're looking at this, the more emotional, the more descriptive the images you can get, the more likely you are to remember them, the better these images actually work. So think of a big greasy old sausage up to the side of your face. The next word was monkey. So you want to link sausage and monkey. How about, in this case, this telephone-shaped sausage, a monkey's trying to talk on it. You can picture the monkey trying to chew on the sausage and doing monkey chatters over the telephone, maybe calling his other monkey friends on the other side of the jungle. But link monkey and sausage together this way. Then we want to link monkey and button. How about picturing a monkey sitting on a great big old giant button, big round button, big one, maybe sitting on it and going down a snow slope, sliding down, using it as like a sled, a big old button, monkey and button. Then we want to link button and book. How about it's an entire book about buttons, and the book is even button closed. You have to undo all of these buttons to get into the book, and think how frustrating that is to get into the buttons, get into the book. Bring in the emotion and get the emotion, the more likely you are to remember it. Then we have book and cabbage. As you open up this book and you start opening it up, there's wilted, icky cabbage stuck in between the pages, like somebody was using leaves of cabbage as bookmarks. And you open it up and you can smell it like, ooh, yucky. And then we're linking cabbage and glass. Well, how about you're drinking from this glass of cabbage juice, and it's old rotted, stinky, yucky cabbage juice. This glass is just full of cabbage juice to it. And then we want to link glass and mouse. Well, how about you look at the glass and then there's a mouse running around on the inside of the glass. Maybe it's a mouse and it's tapping, trying to get out. Get me out, get me out, get me out. Then you actually drank it and the mouse got into the stomach. And picture a mouse running around in the stomach and maybe like poking its little nose out, and you see the little mousy nose stick out of the stomach here and there. Make it funny, make it emotional. And stomach and cardboard. Picture this stomach. This guy's has no clothes, and so he just wrapped cardboard all around him. So cardboard is just all wrapped around him, maybe like he's wearing a cardboard box all around his stomach. Stomach and cardboard. And cardboard and fairy. Maybe picture a little itty-bitty fairy trying to carry this great big old cardboard box. You know, see her little wings go flap, 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 and she's struggling to carry this cardboard box. So we want to link cardboard and fairy. And then finally, linking fairy and Christmas. Well, how about instead of Rudolph as that first reindeer, instead there's this little fairy that's flying and guiding everything. So you have Dasher and Dancer and Praxer and Blitzen and Comet and Cupid and Donder and fairy, flying along. And picture all of this stuff together. And we once again went through this list very quickly. Now try and test yourself. Without looking at that sheet of paper, go through this word starting with telephone and see how many of them that you can remember. And I bet you can find that you can remember the entire list. Give it a shot. Even pause this video for a moment. Okay, did you test yourself? Did you find that you could remember the entire list? If not the entire list, most of that list? This aspect of the linking system is to link one word to the next word to the next word. So that when you think of button, you're thinking of monkey, and you're also thinking of book. Well, I just said monkey, button, book. I have cabbage, glass, mouse. You just link one to the other, and you can carry on this list for a very, very long time. You can have as many words in this list as you want to, just so as one is linked to the other one, which is linked to the other one. The big downfall with the linking system is if you forget any one link, then the rest of the chain kind of collapses. And so you have to try and remember another link down there. The other big downfall of the linking system is you have to remember the first item, because there's nothing to link that first item to. So you need to remember telephone in order to remember sausage. You need to remember sausage in order to remember monkey. But you can remember very, very long lists and recall them very quickly and in order. Think of how much stuff of the material that you're getting in college in your college courses are lists of things to remember. Well, here's a great way of remembering them.